Hi, it's Shira7. Okay, so I'm back because I want to give y'all two things. First, I want to say that right now I'm offering a different type of tarot reading, which involves communicating with ones that have passed on, past loved ones, the dead. Because at this time of year, the veil is really thin between the world of the living and the world of the dead. And it is very easy to make contact with spirits or loved ones who have passed on. So I'm offering this tarot reading on my Facebook page, or I might put up an Etsy link as well. But I have done some test runs and on a few individuals, and they have all said that they were very accurate, and their loved one did come through, or just someone that wanted to speak to them that they kind of were, conscious of. So I'm only going to charge $5 for that reading because it's short and to the point. Also, I'm going to teach you something that you probably already know, some of you, and some of you don't, but how to honor your deceased loved ones or someone who has passed or your ancestors. Because a lot of people will honor deities and they will honor religion and gods and angels and goddesses, but they forget about the people who actually paved the way for them, who are their ancestors and their loved ones, their grandmother, their grandfather, the people who actually sacrificed for them to be where they are today. So if you want to honor your ancestors, this is the perfect time of year to start an ancestor altar. And if you're not familiar with altars, it's just a little space or a table or a shelf that you have dedicated to a specific person or god or goddess or nature or whatever you want to dedicate it to. Some people have like crystal altars for their crystals, or some people collect things and they have a bunch of like figurines. Okay, so it's whatever you want to make it. You can do a family altar of the people that are still alive to keep them safe and honor them as well. But if you want to do an ancestor altar, you're probably going to need either a picture of, the past loved ones. It can be a bunch of people that have passed, or it can just be dedicated to a few or just one. So let's say, for instance, it was your mother or your grandmother. Okay, so first you would need something of hers or a picture. And if you don't have a picture, that's fine. You can use just something to represent her. A lot of people in the Hispanic culture and African cultures, they use skulls to represent their deceased past one. Now, if this is too gory for you, just use a photo or something of hers. Like you could use a bottle of her perfume or a perfume that she likes. You could use a candle with like a design on it that she liked or a color that she liked, but you do need a candle. You can use a symbol or something to represent, where she was from, or, her culture or her heritage. This is a fleur de lis. And then you could put like something that she really liked in life on her altar, like different foods, different fabrics, clothing, lipsticks, combs, hair products, candy, her favorite candy, a book that she loved, just something that represents something that she really liked in life. And you would set this altar up. You could light a candle for her, and you could, sit at the altar and meditate, think about her, and or whoever the loved one is. And this is how you open up communication between past and present. Okay, so this person who you are making an altar to is actually being drawn to this altar because there's things that attract them, because that's what they like. And this is going to open up a line of communication between you and this person who has passed, via dreams, via symbols that you see every day, like if you're flipping through the channels, your mom's or grandma's favorite singer or comedian comes on, or it's just going to click and you're going to start to see the little subtle messages that you're getting from your ancestors. So it's always good to have an ancestor altar, because these are the people that are watching over you, that have your best interest in mind at this time, because you mean something to them. You're very valuable to them. They want to see you do well and prosper, so they're going to help you. So like, this is a good way to stay in contact with them and to receive their help as well. Like, you can go to your ancestor altar and you could say, I'm just going through a tough time right now in life, and I just really need some advice. You always gave the best advice, and now I just don't know what to do, and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden it might hit you. You might have a dream. You might see a billboard that gives you the answer, something like that. And you're going to know exactly who gave you that message. And it's going to be like, you're going to just smile, and it's going to feel so warm and good inside, because you know exactly who that message is coming from, and they're helping you. Some people go further into this ancestor honor, and a lot of people will call it ancestral magic. And if you want to research that, that's fine. The way that I do my readings is that I separate my cards, my tarot cards. There are 3 separations that I do, and I only use 2 of the sections. I gather all the people, cards with people on them, like the kings, knights, queens, and pages. And these will represent the people that are trying to be contacted. And I will lay those out. And then I will say, the message or advice that this past loved one wants to give you. And I will use the minor arcana, which are just like the swords, cups, the coins. And these give you like spiritual advice, warnings, future events, or just something that's good to know. And I don't use the other section, which is the major arcana. I don't use those sections because I don't need them for contacting. So that's how I do my reading for contacting the deceased. Now, if you want to just contact the deceased for like yes and no answers on certain things, and you're not really familiar with all of this things that I'm talking about, you can use a pendulum, or something that's like, you can use a necklace if you don't have a pendulum. A pendulum is just something that swings with a tip or something heavy at the bottom and a handle at the top. And if you look up, pendulums online, like you would swing it back and forward. You would determine yes and no. So if I say, okay, I want my yes answers to circle to the right. So you would ask your pendulum a question. You would be like, is my name Shira 7? And the pendulum will start to swing right for yes. Now if you say, is this my real hair color? And it's going to start to swing to the left for no, because y'all know I sprayed my hair red, okay? So if you want to like get into your pendulum, you can just use a necklace with something heavy on the end, like a ring or something. This is how you get yes and no. And if it doesn't answer you, if it just keeps going back and forth, that means maybe, or it doesn't know. Just doesn't know. You have to ask again later. But this is a good way to start with, contact, or dreams will always come to people. I recently, maybe not recently, but a few months ago, I had a dream about my grandmother. And there was no way like this could be just a dream, because she was in a pink suit, like a skirt suit. She was happy. She had on a beautiful hat, and she looked like she just won the lottery. Like, She was like super happy. And she just came to say hi and that she was fine, she was good, she was where she wanted to be, and she just wants to see everyone else happy as well. Like, because a lot of people get too caught up in the world and they think all these things are huge, big, major problems when they're not. And all that our ancestors and loved ones want for us is happiness. Because that's what they get to experience all the time. And they want us to be able to experience that on earth so that we don't, fall for the petty things. So remember, be happy. Look for the best in life. Don't settle for less. Because, what you put out, you attract. So be careful. Okay, well, thank y'all for watching my video. If y'all need any help on setting up your ancestor altars, just leave me a comment in the comment section, or you can find me on Facebook at Shira7, and I will try to friend you. If you're having trouble getting friended, just send me a message in my inbox and tell me, hey, I know you from YouTube, help me, and I will click you in. So, or you can just follow me. Doesn't matter. So I would also love to see pictures of any altars that you set up as well with your ancestors. So let me know. Send them to my Facebook. All right. Thanks for watching.